let's start with our name and date. Today we are solving two-step equations. Our essential question: how do you solve two-step equations using algebra? I've gone ahead and started our notes today. 1. Determine what is being done and in the order in which we would normally do it. 2. Reverse that order and undo it. What you are basically doing here is undoing or reversing the order of operations. Example 1. Okay, we've got x divided by 2 plus 5 equals 11. Well, let's see, what are we doing? Well, 1, we are dividing by 2. And then the second thing, we're going to add 5. Now, if I follow this up here, I've determined what's being done in what order. Now I'm going to reverse that order and undo it. So now the first thing I'm going to be doing is undoing this. Okay, and I undo by subtracting, or I undo addition by subtracting. I'm going to subtract 5. Then I'm going to multiply, because that's the opposite of divide, by 2. So let's see if we follow that. If that is our plan, if that's what we need to do, if I follow that, do I find out what x is? So x over 2 plus 5 equals 11. Of course, we have to build our wall again. And I need to subtract 5 first. Remember, you do that on both sides. And when I do that, that falls out, leaves me with x over 2, and then 11 minus 5 is 6. This is division by 2, so I want to multiply by 2 on both sides. This divides out, leaves me with x equals 12. And of course we have to check it. And x is supposed to be 12, so 12 divided by 2 is 6 plus 5 is 11. And then I bring down this 11. 11 equals 11, so that checks. Wow, I found out what x was. Must be a pretty good plan. Do another one. Example 2. This one gives us a different step, because I can already tell you what I need to do here is combine like terms. So I have to build my wall. This just helps keep the right side from the left side. 7x minus 4x, 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay. What I am doing there is multiplying, so I need to divide to undo. Leaves me with x equals 7. And of course I have to check it. I'll always go back to the original equation. So this is 7 times 7 minus 4 times 7. Again, this is probably where I would use a calculator. 49 minus 28 is 21. That checks. Now if I were to use a calculator, I would write this down and I would show the substitution. Then I would show what I got in the calculator as an answer. For instance, I would do 7 times 7 minus 4 times 7, and I would show that I got 21 as my answer. Makes it a little less there on your paper. Example 3. This one is going to be from a stated problem. Remember, you will see more stated than actual problems set up for you. One of the things here is that you're going to have to translate. We have output is 3 less than 5 times the input. Of course, then we also have to remember we're going to have to find the input when the output is 17. Well, output is the same as y. Is the same as equals. This is what we have to pay attention to here. Less than. It is a reverse order on subtraction. So my 3 actually needs to come over here, and my 5 times, that's multiplication, the input, that's the x. So the equation is y equals 5x minus 3. Now what I need to do is find the input, find the x. Find the x when the output, the y, is 17. So this is going to become 17 equals 5x minus 3. And that's what the equation that I need to solve now. So I'm working on 17 is 5x minus 3. Build my wall. And this one puts our variable on the right hand side where we've been working with it on the left hand side. Same process, doesn't change. I need to undo my minus 3, so I'm going to add 3 on both sides of my wall. Then I'm going to simplify it. 17 plus 3 is 20. This went to 0, leaves me just with 5x. This is multiplication. I'm going to divide again on both sides. That goes to 1, leaves me with x, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. And of course I want to check it. So 17 equals 5x minus 3. 5 times 4 minus 3. 20 minus 3 is 17. Does that equal 17? Yes. So there's my solution. And again, I'm not going to give you a quick check today. Study these examples, and we will talk more in class.